Rugby may not yet be a major sport in Sweden, but when the national team hosted Malta in the European Nations Cup last weekend, the match was held in a small town near Stockholm, where the game does take centre stage.
Enköping has been a rugby town since 1968, when the club was created. Over the years, the rugby team has taken players from ice hockey, handball, wrestling and boxing. We were big in the 80s and 90s, and then had a dip around 2000. But now we're on our way back again. It's unique here because Enköping really is a rugby town.
It is very big here in Enköping. It's actually bigger here than football, and everyone recognises the rugby players in this town. It's probably one of only a handful of towns in Sweden where it is like this.
But there has been an improvement in playing standards, with a major factor being the form of the national team in recent times.
I feel that the quality at the top levels in Sweden has become better. With the standard improving, it has forced players like myself to develop. I cannot really say whether there are more people playing, but the level is definitely higher now.
I think it's stagnated a lot. The interest, I think, isn't there anymore. So, we're starting to get a little bit lazy, and that we've got to keep doing it, and educate, again, parents that are helping all the time and get more people involved. Again, it's not going up, it's just going sideways for now. So we've got to find some more interest to generate that motivation to get it going again.
Soccer is very big in Sweden, and most of the kids here just choose to play that. Also, there are so many other things nowadays, like video games, Xbox, etc. So maybe the youth of today is lazier than they were in previous years.
There are youngsters who are bucking that trend, such as 21-year-old winger Tobias Borg, a player who hasn't let his belated introduction to the game hold him back.
I started in Linköping when my cousin introduced me to the sport. At 17 years old, he just thought I should try it out.
A guy from out of nowhere wanted to try something different. I think he was playing hockey and doing athletics, and just met a club that wanted to give him a shot and have a go at something else. This was just a start, and they said that this guy could score tries from halfway and whatever, and full length of the pitch, and it was very quick. And once we saw this guy, we knew that there was something special about this guy.
As a 17-year-old, I took up the game and played my first international at 18, so it all went pretty fast.
As a consequence of the harsh winters, rugby is a summer sport in Sweden, and this was the national side's first competitive fixture of the year. Malta had won the previous 2 matches between the countries, but they were facing a side boosted by 3 consecutive victories. And the Swedes carried that momentum into the match right from the first whistle, scoring within 5 minutes through Hannes Eriksson. Early in the second half, with Malta down to 14 men, Sweden added a second. The visitors weren't going to give up without a fight, though, and winger Oliver Sacco broke through to reduce the deficit to 4 points. But Malta's resurgence was immediately stalled as the Swedes ran in their 3rd try just minutes later. Final score 24-13. Sweden go second, only a point behind leaders Lithuania, but with a game in hand.
We're really content. This was a very hard game, and we had some problems, but eventually we got a win. This was very important to us. They've won the last 2 games, and now it was our turn. We tried to play good rugby, and we are trying to develop. I hope that we managed to show you all a little bit of that today.